You must be new in town. Let me show you around the neighborhood. We got the post office, the park. Oh, this here's my house. Let me let you in. Don't be shy. Oh, please, after you. There you go. Sorry, I'd have been back sooner, but the Quaker in me just can't pass up a chance to help a stranger, even if he was pursuing me, which he was. I spent last night in jail. Anyway, come on in. If you're new to the show, every week I take real listener questions down into the sub-basement of imagination, where I get a little help answering them from my neighbors. Speaking of neighbors...
Hey, Mr. T. It's me, Stooley from down the street.
Stooley, did you get a tattoo?
Oh, it's just think, Mr. T. My dad said he wasn't going to drop me off the pool today. I drew teardrops on my face.
You know, if I got a tattoo, it would probably be of Albrecht Durer's praying hands, but I would put them where the sun don't shine.
What kind of name is Albrecht Durer?
Stooley. Why don't I put on a show while you clean off your face?
You got it, Mr. T.
We could all learn a thing or two about art. How about we wade into the sub-basement of imagination and do just that? I'll see you on the other side. All right. He and your father are not on speaking terms. I've got Mr. Eddie here in the sub-basement of imagination with me.
Oh, hello.
Hoping on more, but you know what? Sometimes you just don't get all the experts in the same room at the same time, but you know, I'll take what I can get.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. We got, of course, all our art questions. Art questions from the listeners this week. I've got number 1 here for you. Are games art or are just the cutscenes art? That's from @Fedoralot. Are just the cutscenes art?
Let's see. I mean, I would say it depends on the game.
It depends on the cut.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on the cutscene, because I would say most recently, Party 2, there were certain scenes that were just taking just because of the amount of graphics that were in it. And even
What game is that? RDR2?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Gotcha.
I forgot you haven't played it.
I've not played it, but I think I can imagine the plot. It's Red Dead 1, but no cars, because it takes place 10 years earlier.
Yes.
Oh, something tells me we're going to get another expert in here.
Ooh, just in time. Who can it be? Is it Derek?
Going to be Mr. Derek, Mr. Phil.
Oh, Mr. Phil. Hope it's Phil. He's our favorite here.
The world may never know.
Maybe it's not that other dude, James. Like that guy.
What?
Oh, hey!
I'm here.
Interesting audio quality.
Sounds like you're mumbling. I think he has his mic in his mouth.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is why viewers don't like James.
I was using my headphones, my new ones, but they're Bluetooth. It's
yeah.
nice, but they don't have a microphone. They're just headphones. So I was like, I don't know where I talk into them. Ugh. Can you boys hear me?
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
I got your messages, and I totally forgot today was Wednesday.
Hey, that's all right.
I'm just trying to clear out a toy factory right now in Fallout 4.
Well,
Those
that's
toy factories.
Yeah. So there's no Derek today. It's the three of us, the lads.
Just the lads. Let me give you an intro, a proper intro. He's the double helix from Los Felix, Mr. James.
Oh, stop it.
And it's good you're...
You know, I'm just your average piece of trash with a microphone.
Well, really, that's all podcasters.
I was actually listening to a podcast before before I joined this one.
Multitasking, from the sound of it.
Yeah.
Fallout and podcasts.
Oh yeah, I was listening to Two Bears in One Cave.
Mm.
Yeah. It's a pretty stupid podcast.
I
it's
thought it was a porn.
Oh, no. It's Segura and Bert Kreischer.
What's the difference?
But they have an episode where they talk about Rocco Siffredi. It's a pretty fucking funny bit. Wait, hold on. Oh my god.
Holding on.
We lost them.
I don't edit these anymore. It's okay.
All right, sounds good. Well, anyways, back to answering the question.
Yeah. Art. Cutscenes, art.
Game. The question was: are games art or just the cutscenes? I'd say it's both, because you get like for like the example I gave, Red Dead Redemption 2, like both the game, the whole game itself and the cutscenes itself, is gorgeous. Then again, you got games from like in PlayStation 2 days where graphics weren't there, but the story was. But I guess with the story itself, it's still considered art.
Games are literature. I'd
Yeah.
buy that.
Right. Except
Games have always been literature.
Wouldn't really want to replay an old PS2 game in a newer system just because it just does not look good.
It's got to look good to be art. That's what I always said.
What about you, James? What do you think?
Are video games art?
Or just the cutscenes?
Or just the cutscenes? No, I think the whole thing should be considered an art form. I mean, like, it's like if you're passionate about something, I think it could be an art form. Now,
Hey,
I don't
would
know
you even
if
hold on? I have a question though. I have a question. Would you count the games in Newground as an art
as
form?
art?
Like you know which games I'm talking about? The Flash games.
I don't know what games you're talking about.
That I hear that
plus.
are the 18 plus section that I hear no longer are on Newgrounds.
Because they took it, no longer Flash exists, apparently.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that
they
breaks
didn't.
My heart.
So all your old Flash games, you can't. Flash games or videos, they're on because I guess not going to support
Dude,
that
no
format anymore.
thing.
I mean, they'll find a way.
Just download all the Swift files and play it on an old Windows XP.
Yeah. Don't ever upgrade.
Yep. When I said if you're passionate about something, it should turn into an art. In my head, I was like, I hope I didn't just inadvertently quote someone like Ted Bundy. It sounded a lot better in my head.
Most things.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm just turning to a boomer when I say this, but I feel like as a whole, video games felt like passion projects. Back then, at least the bigger budget ones. It just feels like there are games nowadays that are really just in it for the paycheck, And I'm not talking about like indie games. There's some wonderful independent games out there.
I thought you were going to go down the list of all the games that just looked like they were all about the money. I was going to say EA.
Oh, EA
used to
for
do that.
sure.
The first Battlefront game, I was severely disappointed with that.
Oh, I know. I saw
It goes for Anthem. That was an overhype. Like I thought I was gonna be Iron Man.
No,
That game wasn't finished.
that breaks my heart. Yeah, I saw a meme that was that said cheat codes back in the day. And it had a photo of someone writing like a bunch of just like writing things down as like X circle triangle X circle R1. And then it said cheat codes nowadays, and it just said someone taking a photo of their credit card. I thought it was pretty funny.
What does that mean?
Because it's like because now everything is
Joking, I know what it
microtransactions
means.
exist in everything. Oh, you gotta pay for everything, you know. Oh well. I don't
So the
even play
answer
video
to the
games.
first question is yes.
Yes.
All of it. All of it.
All of it's art.
All of it.
Games or cinema? We answered the question. I moved the goalpost
Except
a
for
little,
EA
but we
games.
answered it.
Yeah. Except for EA games. Look pretty, but
Those are a
play
work
like
of
garbage.
farts. Yeah.
We got another one here from @How the Reich Stole Christmas. When pieces in a museum come to life at night, do the paintings and sculptures stick to themselves, or are cliques based more on auction value? This is straight out of Ben Stiller's oeuvre, I would say.
Well, R.I.P. Jerry. First off.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. Frank Costanza.
That being said, I would say it would be based off auction value. Like I would say that's worth more. Be a little too snooty and don't want to be with the rest of the cheaper,
I said that's a trick question. Nobody cares
What?
about art anymore.
Yeah.
We live in the day of Instagram, man.
Yeah,
Does anyone
man.
even go to art auctions anymore?
We can't.
Yeah, not in
In 2020.
the former half of
Oh,
2020. We're not going to museums right now.
I forgot. I mean, unless if it's deemed as an essential business.
Which, hey,
I need
this art.
I wish we lived in a world where museums were deemed essential and not, not barracks, not salons and voting. I would take museums over voting any day.
Oh yeah, I would take GameStop over voting any day. That's an essential business for me.
You
I
stop.
think you might be sitting on your mic.
I said
That's
I
better.
take GameStop over
I said
voting. I said
love GameStop.
Oh man, I know someone who works at a GameStop. Still,
I'll know somebody.
because
Works at a GameStop.
they are
Living the
deemed
dream.
an essential business. I think that's really funny. What was the question?
When museum pieces come to life at night, as they will, do you think? Eddie thinks that maybe they stick together based on their value. You know, the expensive sculptures.
No, dude, everyone's trying to claw their way to the top. It's every man for themselves.
Yeah, but it's like, would Mona Lisa hang out with, a Basquiat?
Oh, not with those whores.
Yeah,
Mona Lisa's too classy.
Exactly.
But they'd cross the medium threshold, like she'd hang out with the Gates of Hell by Bernini, because they're both classics. They're both worth a lot of money. One's a sculpture, one's a painting, but somehow they make it work.
They
Like
don't.
a sitcom.
No. Didn't you learn anything from Night at the Museum?
I learned a lot.
There's no mixing between paint art.
I remember,
Yeah.
some pretty problematic monologues.
Sculptures are only able to hang out with the sculptures. Paintings are only able to associate with the paintings. Very controversial movie.
I didn't like the way they handled all the wax dummies, the Teddy Roosevelts, the Amelia Earharts getting marched to their deaths because they were lesser humans, but
Well, yeah, I know Ben Stiller was really all about segregation. He tried to promote it in that movie. It's crazy. 2006 was a crazy year for Ben Stiller.
hey, don't we all know it?
He's like, I'm just coming back from filming The Heartbreak Kid, and I want to promote segregation within my art pieces.
The Tropic Thunder came. 08?
Oh, I don't know. What year did Robert Downey Jr. get sober? It was probably 07, 08.
Sure, it's on his IMDb, but for now, let's move on to question 3. If you were an art model, how would you harass the artists while posing? That's from @McPrison. How would you harass artists while modeling for them? Bear in mind, you're likely nude
James, take this
or
one.
barely robed, so
This is
the
right
doors
up
are
your
wide
alley,
open.
James.
You've got options.
Hang out your inner Carl.
I think no matter how I answer it, that answer might put me on a list of some sorts. So
And between drawing sessions, you've got time to like wander around, look at the drawings. Like, don't put the robe back on, but start walking behind all the artists to see what they were working on.
Oh, I thought we were talking about just like random poses, like.
Oh yeah, but you can
spreading
talk to them while you're
flower.
posing.
Oh.
What was the name
I'll
of that
talk
pose?
Spreading flower.
Okay.
Just it's expression, it's art. I'm trying to just live my life as an artist. But they tell me, oh no, you can't spread your cheeks in front of the painters. And I'm like, but that's my good side. That's my good angle. And that's why I'm banned from being a model.
A model.
Painters. Yeah.
Only at a few ateliers, I think. There are a few who would take a chance on you.
Yeah, but I can't really name those ones. You know it goes.
I think we covered that one pretty well. I think we give ourselves a pat on the back. We've got this one here from
Larson.
Who the hell is Brie Larson?
Yeah.
Well, hey, that'll be the last question we answer today.
I think that's the question I sent in.
That's right. Here's one from @PaleMcHale. They knocked out Jesus' feet to put a door in Da Vinci's The Last Supper. What other classic pieces of art could use a door, window, or shelf?
I don't know shit about Da Vinci.
Well, he was Leonardo. That's one of the turtles. Oh, you're right. It's an actor too.
I watched Romeo and Juliet, dude. I love that movie.
Who was Juliet in that movie?
Was Juliet in that movie?
I'm pretty sure it was Faye Dunaway. Actress, Oscar winner.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Oh, it's what's her face?
It's a Baz Luhrmann number. Claire Danes.
Faye Dunaway.
Oh, stylized Romeo plus Juliet. That's daring.
Yeah, I remember when I played Romeo and Juliet. It was very
Inside Juliet?
Yep. Very controversial for the time.
Yeah, we're all kids.
But as for remodeling works of art, I mean, I think probably the highest profile thing you could really go to town on is the Sistine Chapel, you know? Just throw in some more windows, a skylight maybe, instead of the dumb fingers touching.
Andre the Giant art piece.
Yeah.
Yep. I would I don't know what I would do. I would work on. Is there a ninth wonder?
Of the world?
Yeah, the world.
Hey, ducks.
Let's see. Extra wonders of the world. We'll do our research. Let's just say the Terracotta Warriors.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I would do.
Well, that
I
whole tomb
would-
could use a remodel.
I guess I would just paint fuck, dude, I'm trying to think of something funny. Sorry, man, I need a cup of coffee.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Next question.
Here we got from @ProteinPete. If Caravaggio were a Ninja Turtle, what color would his bandana be, and what would be his defining personality trait? If Caravaggio was a Ninja
Bruh.
Turtle.
You are asking us the wrong questions.
Well, just make it up. What do you?
I don't
What
even
colors
think
aren't
Eddie and I
in
know who
use?
Caravaggio is.
You don't have to. The other turtles
Said
don't
what
have
color?
any basis. Yeah, when they have no basis in the Italian painters. I'm just asking you to help, help this
I would
listener
say
come up with.
probably it'll be either like a dark green or
Green on green. I like it.
black.
I was
then his
thinking black.
Yeah,
Hey, yes.
and his personality would probably be like depression.
Or what about
Like
silver?
severe depression.
Severe depression. Severe
Yeah,
depression.
he never
and
goes on any
with a
he just stays
with a
home.
like a hint of like he's a bit of a sociopath.
He's on the spectrum.
Yeah.
James
That's
muted
what it-
himself.
Yeah, boy.
I think we really wrapped this one up, though. It's what color would his bandana be? Black. What would be his defining personality trait? Depression.
Like everybody be up and out of the what the fuck they drive?
A sewer
Shell van?
mobile.
Something like that. The shell van.
Yeah, the van with the shell on it.
Yeah, and, like everybody's ready to fight, and he just comes out slowly.
He's like, what's the
Doubting-
point?
doubting
Guys,
himself.
I
We're never gonna
can't.
beat him.
He goes into his shell. He's the only turtle that goes all the way into his shell.
Yeah. He cuts himself.
Too far. Okay, next question. Eddie went too far, not me. We got from @LordGlutinous. Talent, genius, dedication, autism. What is an artist born with and what has to be learned? People say, some people are born with this, some people are learned, they through hard work you get where you got to be. But are you born with autism? Are you born with dedication or genius? Could anyone put in the hours and be autistic?
I feel like everybody's born a bit autistic.
I'd buy that, yeah.
As for genius and dedication, I feel like that's especially dedication. That's something that can be taught. The right motivation.
We got to
True.
breed people with more dedication.
Yeah, and then as for genius, I feel like there's different aspects of what you can consider genius. There's different spectrums on it.
Different types of genius.
Yeah,
Everybody
like,
gets a trophy over here.
basically. It all depends on how much, I guess, passion or how much you enjoy. What
I
you're
think
doing.
this question ignores something, which can any of this be bought? Like, could you just
True.
pay some money to get that talent and genius? I mean, isn't that what school is?
gonna
paying
say
for.
that's what Academy of Art. What's that other one? Art Institute.
Yeah.
Oh
AI.
Those
yeah,
things
yeah.
you can
Phil
just buy
went
it.
there, I think.
I know. Look at him now, living the life.
You know, I had a teacher who told me never, because I talked to him about going to the art institute. It's like, oh, I want to get into voice acting. And he said, never invest your time or money in a college that you could watch a commercial for.
Makes sense.
It's why we don't advertise the podcast at all.
Yeah.
I'd say
We're
James does. He'd be yelling at
exclusive.
people.
I
Be like,
you know, I
"Yo,
go over
check our podcast."
the PA out. Sometimes I go, Mr. Tim's neighborhood.
He'd be like, "Attention, Draco's customers. This store." What? Just had the whole thing, and I lost it. My bad.
Hey, don't worry. When that happens, we just move on to this one here from @Kodiak Have you ever actually seen someone strike a Rodin's thinker pose? Well, what about a David or a Pietà? Now, of course, we all know the thinker pose. David's the contrapposto. I think models do the David pose. They get to the end of their catwalk. They sort of bend their chest and hips in opposite directions and
The
put
blue
their
steel.
Yes, that's what it is.
Blue steel.
And of course, the pietà is when you're sort of spread with your. It's like when you lay down on a couch dramatically and throw one hand behind your head and your head's hanging off the arm. I think we've all done that.
James has.
I think when they have to restore the pietà, they usually just lay Jesus on a couch.
Yeah, I'm pretty autistic.
Told you everybody has a little autism in them.
Some of us just have to work at it.
Yeah. Most aren't
Damn.
blessed like Mr. James here.
Oh man. What was the
I would
question?
have I actually seen some? Well, I just answered it. James.
Huh.
Strike the
Does the
thinker
David.
pose?
Oh, the David.
Oh yeah, well I'm in the upstairs bathroom.
That in the aisles.
Work. Yeah, but not at our job. That's over at the Safeway in the Fillmore.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. You know me, man. Whoa, Bruce and Michael Buffer are brothers? Sorry, I'm on Wikipedia.
I only know Bruce Banner.
They're ring announcers. Michael Buffer's for boxing, though, and Bruce is UFC.
They still filming that in Florida, right?
UFC? I don't know. I doubt it. I mean, they usually, if there's a fight that goes on, they're usually gonna want to like fill up a crowd. I don't know who pays for pay-per-views anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Just steal my shit.
I mean, I pay for pay-per-views. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Yeah. I meant like other eye.
Aside from me, I don't know who pays for.
Yeah. Aside from me.
Exactly. Oh man.
Here's one. Oh hey, this is a fun overlap here. Toilet Pay Per View wants to know, there's a Disney Renaissance, but how many Renaissance paintings have secret Mickeys? Now we all know secret Mickeys or hidden Mickeys. They're the little silhouettes of Mickey Mouse that you might find in Disney Renaissance films. Someone tracks in a bunch of shit on the floor and there's a hidden Mickey in the shit.
We're talking about the
floor.
mouse.
Yeah. You thinking about some other kind of
I'm
Mickey?
talking about Mickey Big Mouths.
Yeah.
Like the
No,
puzzles.
I thought the 40s.
Yeah.
I was like, they put Mickey's 40s like behind like at Disneyland. I didn't realize they had their own like 3-ounce bottles just hanging, like just leaving around.
So Mickey Mouse silhouette.
Yeah.
You know how when you pause Disney movies obsessively and
You know.
you might see a silhouette in the iconic 3 circles make a mouse head shape? You know, that shape?
Yeah.
And how sometimes they hide it in the background? Yeah, like
that's
that.
that's more wholesome than other things I found in backgrounds of Disney movies.
Yeah, you know they really these people, they just hire people off the streets who can draw, and you know what that gets us.
No, I mean like there's, for instance, like um okay, I'm trying to think of a very infamous one. Oh, in The Lion King, there's like a scene where Simba and Nala are looking at the stars. And I guess if you pause at a certain frame, you could see someone drew in the stars the words "have sex."
Subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
Well,
There's like a whole thing on Disney, all Disney movies, on just
they
like
knew what they
random
were,
subliminal
but
messages.
what was going to happen later on.
Yeah, they were just predicting the next scene.
Yeah, it was like next scene, sex.
Oh, someone must have written that on their storyboard, their little index card, and the background artist didn't know how to interpret it.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely find it in Rule 30, Rule 34. Nala and Simba.
I'll have to. No, I mean, I can confirm that.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Rule 34,
Okay,
Nala and
so
Simba, kids.
I just typed in subliminal messages in Disney movies. There's one in The Little Mermaid, where they show the palace of Neptune, and there's a couple of towers that look um look a little different than your normal tower. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a circumcised tower before.
Gives new meaning to the phrase, showing us the palace of Neptune.
Yeah.
It's funnier the second time.
Yeah, there's one in Aladdin. I don't remember what it was though. But yeah, there's in the 90s Disney movies, they used to do stuff like that. Oh,
Well, let's just
I don't
say
know.
that there's. You go.
I don't know if this one's real, but I just saw one from the 101 Dalmatians. Wait, okay, let's find out. 101 Dalmatians. When did that movie come out?
1963, maybe 1961.
Was Walt Disney still alive in 61?
Yes. Absolutely.
Then maybe. Because I saw a photo of the mom Dalmatian. And her spots were shaped in a certain way. that that I don't think would be able to fly today if they had a remake of 101 Dalmatians.
I think I'm on the same. I've got backlol.com and quicklol.com reporting that there's a swastika formation.
Yeah, oh my gosh. But I mean, it would make sense if Walt was still alive.
Well, not touching that, but I think to wrap up our question, secret Mickeys in Renaissance paintings, let's just say that that the Sistine Chapel has 5 secret Mickeys, and if our listeners can find them, they'll get a prize.
And that prize is Tim will show up to your door and give you 2 minutes of his best David Lynch impressions.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've been doing that for free. Maybe I shouldn't have been giving that away. Now we have question 9. At Buddy Hole wants to know, whatever happened to handprints and large fauna? Do they not teach that at Cal Arts? That's, of course, a reference to the Leroux cave paintings, handprints and large fauna. Feel like that's not so much in vogue anymore.
What?
Cave paintings, the 10,000-year-old paintings of handprints and large fauna.
That's what
with
you meant
4
about
legs.
handprints.
The way they would draw their horses and cattle with a bunch of extra legs, so that when the fire flickered, they would look like they were alive. For some reason, this just isn't an accepted medium in fine arts.
I'd say it still happens. My 2-year-old nephew does them.
That's what I like to say to artists.
I do them too.
My 2-year-old nephew could do this.
I do hand painting all the time.
What's your medium?
I don't think he believes in ghosts.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't. Isn't
was
that
a
the
stretch,
show with
sorry.
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Oh yeah, with the the nice knockers. I mean her beautiful eyes.
Once again, this podcast is a boys' club, and I'm sorry about that. I take no responsibility.
Even though his name's in the beginning.
Yeah, I was about to say none of our names are in the title.
We're just in quotes special guests or experts. Sorry,
we're like it's funny when you say show experts. I had a English teacher in high school who was a quote unquote show expert for the show Mansers.
Oh man.
And I'm trying to find him.
Find his episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. My teacher's name was David Bartholomew, but he didn't go under that when he was on Mansers.
It wasn't his stage name.
Yep. I don't even know how to spell Bartholomew. We just used to call him Mr. B. He kind of, Eddie, to paint a picture, he kind of looks like, remember the wrestler D'Lo Brown?
Yeah.
The bobblehead he would always like jolt his neck looking like he was a bobblehead. He kind of looked like him.
I'm gonna send you the IMDb page for Mansers.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to the last question, but for now, I want you to scroll down to series cast. Eventually, you'll hit actors that only appeared in one episode. I'd say, that's where you got to start.
Oh my gosh, dude, Mansers. Okay. How many seasons did it have? 4 seasons. Wow.
Ow.
Mansers cast. All right. Well, we can go on to the next question while I do this.
We got one from @GolfingForChrist, who wants to know, as a Turkish wrestler, should I stop telling people that my primary medium is oil on canvas? It's a reference, I think, to their tendency to oil wrestle, like that Street Fighter character.
Wow, what Street Fighter character?
Street Fighter 4, he's red, he's Turkish, his mechanics revolve entirely around oiling up his body. I know it sounds like a fever dream, but it's real.
Not the Iron Sheik, right?
Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Turkish?
Bullshit.
Is he supposed to be Turkish?
No, he's
Howdy.
I think he's supposed to be maybe Saudi, but I think he's originally from Iran.
Yeah. He's originally from Iran.
Oh man, what a guy. What about body painting?
It's not paint, it's oil. Oil wrestling.
Yeah, they like lather themselves in oil and they wrestle.
That's how they roll in Turkey. Okay, it's Hakan, whose quote at the top of the Street Fighter fandom wiki is, "Looks like it's time to oil up."
I'm gonna see a picture of this guy.
Red, Turkish, it all checks out.
The only red I think of is what's his name? Geef. He's not Turkish.
Who?
Zangief.
Oh,
Street Fighter.
Man, I'm not as
Oh,
caught up on my...
Hakan.
Damn. He
It's
didn't
kinda-
really use...
Kind of new.
I don't know if he's been in any game other than Street Fighter 4. He was, they gave him a try.
Yeah, I don't remember him any. Yeah, he's just from Street Fighter 4. He's a new character. I think it was like 4 and 5. They added other characters.
I watched this fan-made video of some dude from Street Fighter versus the Winter Soldier. What is his name? Guile.
Bucky.
Well, yeah. Bucky versus Guile.
Which is humorous,
Insane.
considering that Guile might be said to be
Captain
a
America.
Captain America
Yeah.
type of character.
French. He's French and he's part of the UN.
I mean,
That
but
was in
he's
the
got
movie.
a U.S. flag tattooed on his arm, right?
Yeah. It was played by a French dude. The movie.
Oh, I haven't watched the movie in ages.
It's Van Damme that plays him.
Shut up.
Forget it was Van Damme?
John Claude plays Guile.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Raul Julia is M. Bison.
But he tries so hard to have an American accent, but he's fucking French.
Oh,
He is.
have you guys ever seen that TV show that they try to make with John Claude Van Damme?
Which one?
It was like a reality TV show. He just wasn't looking good.
I mean, he's also like 60-some.
No.
Did they just try to get people to do the splits on moving vehicles every episode?
Yeah, I think so. Or they had him dancing.
Whoa, I did not realize. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've watched this movie.
Yeah,
Raul
occasionally.
Julia was Bison.
Yeah, I mean, he always took every character. It just sucks. I think that was his last film before he died.
Yeah.
He took that role serious.
I'm looking at the poster for it, and I think it's pretty funny that John Claude is on the cover, and I get it. He was probably the biggest named actor in the movie, but
He wasn't the only one
Guile
in
but Guile's not the main character of Street Fighter.
that.
I'd
don't
say
think-
he's probably
They got 2 sub actors to play Ryu and Ken.
I don't
Yeah.
even see Ryu on the list here. Oh, there he is. Never mind.
Brian Mann plays him.
Fake
Oh,
name.
Byron. Byron Mann. What else is he in? Wu
Oh,
Assassins.
Lee. Play
Oh, he's
Chun-Li?
in that awful movie, Mercenary Absolution, with our boy Steven Seagal.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, he was a villain on the Cowboy Show on AMC. He ran the Chinese slum that followed the railroad.
Oh boy. MC.
Fun. Oh man, I never got behind Steven Seagal movies. I don't get me wrong, I could watch a good old fashioned cheesy action flick,
Not his newer
but I
ones.
just yes, especially now that he's like
I've watched some of his newer films, and it's like, wow, dude, just retire, my dude.
I know, I'm like you're
Tyrant Star JoJo.
you're out of shape.
You're balding. Always try to make yourself the hero in the movies, and is the same kind of character. Silent, strong, but is able to whoop your ass. Doesn't follow by the rules. Makes his own
I liked him
rules.
in Machete.
First one?
Yeah, he's the villain.
That's because he gets messed up. I don't normally play the villains. He's always trying to play the hero.
Yeah, he looks
and
more like a villain.
Have you? You say you haven't seen any of his new movies, but in his new movies, he always gets like a super hot actress to play the part where like he makes out with her, but you can look,
like
you can see,
25 years younger than him.
yeah, you can see it in her eyes. She really doesn't want to do it, but it's one of her like biggest for her is one of her biggest films. So it's like, all right, and
Yeah,
like
she's
they
like,
get
it's
to
either
like,
this or porn.
yeah, and they get into like the whole hot and steamy scene, and she's the only one that's shirtless. He's wearing a tank top.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, he's playing the dad right now. Come here, sweetheart. Just hold you. Yeah, you like that? Oh, Steven.
Oh, Steven.
I wonder Segura likes to go on, like, just to rail on him. It's super easy to.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, no.
You think they should just keep saying that their medium is oil on canvas? I mean, they are oil wrestlers.
Yeah, and their canvas is the dirt field that they wrestle on.
No, it's a
Okay,
canvas.
I got a
That
question
canvas
for you
is the
guys.
mat.
Needs to
I
know
got a
that.
question.
Shoot.
Who would you guys play in a Street Fighter reboot?
Ooh. I mean, ideally,
Who
like
do you
to
think
play-
would be able to be cast as?
I feel like I will want to be Akuma, but I don't think I'll be able to. I mean, I got the nose, but I don't think I'll be able to pull that off. If anything, I think I'll be cast as Zangief or Blanca.
You know, I was thinking Blanca for me. I would I'd have to work out a lot.
I mean, who do you think they will cast you as, though? I have an idea. It's kind of fucked up if I say it. If you say it, then it's not that bad. Let's just say he slaps the shit out of you 1,000 times.
Oh man.
I mean, am I wrong?
No, I see it.
Do you want to answer it? Because I don't think Tim has an idea.
Yeah, dude, you would I would be
Remember his name?
uh
I can tell you right now, it starts with an H.
no, I was
Sounds
gonna
like-
say
It sounds like a car.
No, I was gonna say it was what's his name, Dalsim.
Yeah. You play a perfect Dot Slim.
I just get
cast.
super skinny for the role. Like,
That's exactly the role they'll have you play.
like what's his face?
Maybe I could pull off Sagat.
Christian Bale and
I think I could pull off Sagat.
Christian Bale, the in The Machinist.
Oh,
He just drops hella
like that?
weight.
Where you just starved yourself? Nah. Oh, you mean
If I
like
was getting
right
paid a
now, if they
bunch of
see
money,
you, they'd be like, that's your role. I think I could do Sagat.
okay.
To fill in to Tim, it's a Honda was the
E
role that
Honda.
probably Honda would be the role James be casted as. Not the one he wants. It's the one they're gonna give him.
I don't know
Like
if I'd look that good in a diaper though.
you look better as Das Slim.
I would get into the role.
Yeah, you mean you're gonna get paint? I don't think it looks good.
No, but I'd hella be Blanca. I would
I
I
can see you
would
as a
work
Blanca
out
too. Your hair
so
grow.
hard, but I would have to like grow out chest hair and dye it orange. What about you, Tim?
No one's really fitting my body image here.
Lee? No, she's thick.
Yeah, she's pretty muscular.
Yeah.
If Derek gained like 70 pounds worth of muscle, I could see him as Guile.
Yeah, I could see that too. Or
Bruh, I could so see you as Sagat.
right?
But I don't know. I don't know if you'd want to be bald.
That's the thing. I don't have a nice shaped head to be bald. But I know I
You
could
know
do
what?
I could do Sagat.
Do you know who I could see Tim as? You just got to throw a mask on him and a puffy shirt. Vega.
Vega?
I was gonna say. I was just gonna say Vega. Need to wear a mask and grow out his hair.
Yeah.
What Tim needs to do. Oh, and wear a claw for a hand.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be Vega.
All right, so
And if
we
Wesley
got-
Studi can be Sega, I could definitely be Sega. That one Native American
that's
actor.
fucked up.
All those movies. Any Native American
Yeah.
movie.
Would I need to learn Portuguese though if I wanted to play Blanca?
Maybe.
He more like grunts and growls, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that's what Japan thinks Brazilians are, right?
Yeah. Go to the ground, produce electricity,
No.
beast-like animals. I also think Sagat.
man.
I also think I don't understand. Like I get it. I don't understand.
Who was their Mike Tyson character?
Dude's name
Balrog?
was yeah, Balrog.
Something... Balrog. Yeah.
I could play against type as sort of a Balrog or a DJ.
I thought you were gonna say I
All
could
right,
play
here we go.
Balrog.
So James is gonna be Das Slim. Tim will be Balrog. I'll be
It's just like offensive. It would be like the most offensive portrayals of Street Fighter characters.
I'll be Ken. He'll be Das Slim. Tim will be Balrog.
Not Eddie, you'll be Crammy. Or Cammy.
Cammy.
You'll be Cammy.
Oh man, I don't think I could. I'm gonna get right up right. The Unitar is just gonna get right in there.
It's just gonna ride up.
Yeah, I mean I'll have to shave like she did.
Yeah.
No, she had to be smooth there.
Treasure's
that.
just like, bro, it
It's
keeps
gonna-
on popping out. The camera's just gotta like
What do you want me to
be
do?
above the waist. Yeah.
Right or,
What do you want me to do?
right or left? What do you want me to do? It comes out. I help it. Right? I tuck it in one side, it's gonna pop out the other. It's too big for this. Come on. Riding up my ass.
Oh, that was fun. Remember when I said, "What's your medium?" and Eddie said, "I don't think he believes in ghosts"? Good times. Anyway, I guess it's time you were on your way. You just listened to Mr. Tim's Neighborhood, credit where credit is due, most additional audio is from freesound.org, with links in the description. Mr. Tim's Neighborhood is a comedy podcast you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and MrTim.com. Thanks for stopping by.